This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is my stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver daily market recaps. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, with your market recap for December, Monday, 2021. Let's do this. First, I want to ask, if you're watching these videos and you haven't subscribed, please do. If you don't feel the content is worth it, unsubscribe at any point, or come to the Discord room and call me an idiot. But I'd really appreciate if people would share and like, and let's try to build this up so I can help more people, and also give me more reason to spend more time helping people when I can. So I hope everyone had a good weekend, and let's get into it. I just want to talk about the seasonality of the markets. I've been dropping this in my videos and past posts in the Discord room. Look for entries between the 15th and the 22nd, the Santa Claus effect. Today is Monday. What is tomorrow? Turnaround Tuesday. Keep that in mind. Here is the seasonality on the Stock Traders Almanac. Monday and Tuesday, kind of flat. You see it. You see those bull days? Don't ignore them. All right, that's the Discord room. Please stop on by, drop in if you like what you see. Feel free to comment. There's, 60, 70 people in here at any point hanging out. So I hope it shows some value, presents some value for you. Maybe see you around. Here we go. Bitcoin holding tight around this 47,000 level. We were talking about potentially buying it down here, and just said, hey, if you buy it, just have a stop. It looks pretty solid. I can't really say anything bad. I don't see any big volume distribution nodes or anything that has me thinking it's a red flag. The only thing I would be just curious of is just the seasonality of this time of year. Sometimes, you get some tax loss selling, or you get, I guess that really doesn't play into much with too much Bitcoin. But just you get some like positioning that squares up at the end of the year. And so far, this looks like a nice little double bottom potentially. I would keep that in mind. So you got this little W forming. I would use this level, the 46,000 level, as a stop and just go from there. Keep it real simple. Keep it real tight. And you can trade it. Worst case scenario, could we get back down to this old fib level of 42,000 and the overnight low from that blow off on the 4th? That's always possible. I would just keep that in mind. Let's roll into e-signal and get the charts. The charts, man, we hit so many good trades. Stuff laying out pretty well. TLT, high and tight, time the 20-day. Again, I say this every video. Bonds don't really bother me unless they start moving big. The volatility in the bond market can precede volatility in the stock market. As of right now, bonds are just holding tight, not really telling you much. The dollar, again, not really much. I did not like this signal here. I still feel like it's bearish, but it can still chop. It doesn't mean, that's the thing, when you see these signals, it doesn't mean you have to die right away. I think the dollar's holding up because of Turkish lira, some of the stuff going on in Europe. Keep in mind we're into a zone that matters. You can see it mattered here, mattered here, mattered here, mattered there before you broke down. That's just all it is. I would keep it real simple. VIX, this is interesting because we popped and we just totally flopped. And we said many times in the videos previously, watch this area, the 100, 250-day crossover, confluence, whatever you want to call it. If we pop, just watch where it goes to. Well, that is a shitty candle if you're a VIX bull, because you opened, reached up for the sky, filled the gap, literally filled the gap, and what happens? You close at the low of the day. That is just not good if you're a VIX bull. So if you're thinking the market's going to dump, I'm here to tell you that action really isn't that positive for the SPY bearers. Let's jump into these guys because they might get fried the next couple of days because of Santa Claus rally. 100-day rally put out an alert today around, sometime this morning. Said watch the 100-day, watch this range low. If you're not following me on Twitter, I'm also dropping tons of alerts when I see things. I talked about this last week with the Qs, the 100-day as well. Nice little candle here, gap down, doji. Now people say, oh, you got lower lows, but look, we closed back over the lows. That's not bearish to me. Keep it simple. Gold got a hit in the end of the day. I'm not too worried about it. Back tested this trend line after back testing this downtrend. Holding high and tight. Nothing wrong with it. Silver held up pretty well today. I thought at some point it might pull back. It was just a small little doji, really no action. Again, you're in the no-brainer buy zone. That's really all you need to know. The GDX, I liked how the miners rallied off the lows. We had, like, you see these long wicks. We tested the lows from here, and you can see the 30 area intraday. You can probably see it better on the hourly candles, but this whole little area, I mean, I apologize, my drawing's not perfect, but if you look and check the hourly, you can see there's a low there, there's a low there, there's a low there, breakout, retesting. I like it. I think you're going into the seasonal strongest time of the year for gold, metals, miners. So if you're a bear in the miners and metals, you might want to go into hibernation until probably the spring. GDXJ, same thing. Long wick filled, tested the gap area. This is what's so hard is if you're waiting for that gap to fill and you didn't get it, will you get it? That's the question. I always tell people sometimes I'm early just because I don't know for sure everything's going to touch perfectly. AG looks really good. This is a bear trap. We talked about it and got back over it. It's holding high and tight. I like it. KL was strong all day today, which is a good sign for the miners. You had this W. You have this high pop, nice pop, and then you had like this look up and fail, and then you held the 20-day, this nice candle, and you're building volume. So that's something that's interesting to me because it had all the reasons to sell off today or be flat. It was up. It was acting really well. PAAS, same thing. Nice little like look below and fail down here and pop right back up. 20 days acting as resistance. Get over it. That's all you really need to know. X, I put out an alert on this last week about buying this 22 zone. I was buying Friday and buying today. I got some at 22. I wasn't complaining. I think got down to 21.80 something. Whatever. I don't care. I got a tight stop, and if it fails, well, I'm gone. If it works, it's going to be a monster. That's just how X moves. They had some like warnings like for earning stuff, and it wasn't a big deal. Nothing to fret home about. VALE, I like it holding. I like how the 20-day now is crossing up through the 50-day. That's a sign of strength because now we're over the 20-day. Just keep it simple. Buy the dips. That's all you got to do with that one and have stops. Know your levels. Know where you're wrong at. Like identify in your mind what's wrong. AMD. Oh man, I want to post this on Stock Twits, but the people there will freak the hell out if you get bearish on it. Only reason I'm bearish is because you hit the upper trend line. Now the 20 days curling down. This is the opposite of VALE. Like if the 20-day crosses the 50-day, it just all looks really bearish. And when I mean bearish, it also means it might not go anywhere. So those are the stocks I want to stay away from. Straight up, bar none. Apple, alert. Put out this on the weekend. Said the 20-day. Nice hit of the 20-day and bouncing back. I still think we have upside. I know this trend line's in play, but this is what the bigger trend line is, and I think we can get there at some point potentially. So there's your risk reward. You buy it down here with a tight stop. We talked about it. I put an alert on it. Keep it simple. MicroStrategy, we're saying this mid 550s level is just getting real juicy. I know you're below here, but there's no volume, so I don't really know if it's exhausted and ready to pop. Think about it. If you're a seller at 900, are you still selling at 550? Do you like to play buy high, sell low? I hope not. Good old RIVN. This one's interesting. I put an alert on this one. It didn't really act that well in the close, and it closed below our previous day low. So here's where stops do you justice. You're out. You're gone. Just end of story. You broke below 92, lower lows, it's over. And now again, be on the red alert for bear traps, because again, if you saw some of those miners, what did they do? They spent a few days below the recent lows and then pop back. So if it holds down here and then comes right back, keep an eye on it, because that's what they do. They make you think it's going lower, and then what happens? As soon as you get confident it's going to fail, it turns right back up on your ass. Roblox, this is one I've just been saying, wait for this blue zone. We've identified the highs up here, the 2 times range, and it's, again, 20 days curling down, looks ugly. Long run, I don't know, but I would rather buy it in the high 80s, low 90s before I ever think about even touching it after this point, because it went on a monster run. Good old Tesla. I've been saying to people, just leave it alone. Stop buying it. Well, now we're in the zone where it starts to get interesting, this blue area. I think the 100-day is probably in play. You filled the gap. What did we say weeks ago? If Elon Musk is selling, why aren't you selling? Because what happens when he starts selling the stock, it'll go sideways and down. I'm amazed that people think stocks only go one direction. This is probably a solid area to maybe play for a swing trade. I'm going to watch it. I didn't really like today's action, like good or bad. I thought it was indifferent. I know it made a lower low, but today's candle size was pretty small, and there really wasn't much going on. holidays. I think it's probably going to pop at some point. I mean, Elon will defend his stock, but I just hope people who were playing the swing trade long term did just not held blindly, and because they just lost a ton of profit. The EXPI, what did I say? Get over the 20-day. It's holding here. It's at a good area. I mean, it filled the gap. Just keep it simple. Let's end it with the XOP, ExxonMobil. We said the 200-day. Now what? 0.382 fib. Nice hammer. I like that. I would put an alert on that, and I will. You will see that in a future alert. I like it. I don't think we're not going to stop using oil anytime soon because it's the winter time and you got to burn fossil fuels to keep your house warm, or you're using electric. ExxonMobil today, I mean, I can see something that's kind of getting a little sneaky here. You see there's now a down channel. Big volume channel lows. Watch it. Just keep an eye on that. I would think it, at worst, you could get back to channel high, but you don't need to play it until it breaks it. But keep in mind, there was a gap down here. All right, again, this is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the trading agent, your trading friend. If you got questions, come by the Discord room. Please subscribe, like, and share if you find this information useful. I'm not a I've only been trading for basically 20 years, so if that's not important and I don't know the markets, then I should just not have a channel. No, I'm just kidding. I honestly, my goal is to really help people out because I know a lot of people get burned. And if you study the statistics, 95% of traders will blow up. I've blown up in the past. You have to learn your lesson, but they say the smart man learns from his mistakes. The wise man learns from others. Be the wise man or girl. I will chat with you guys sooner than later.